having a lot of conversations about is about our electronics initiative. And this is what's really cool. You guys got to understand this. Aquarian has a patent on a real electronic drum head. I worked originally with a company called CAD Electronic Percussion 20-some years ago, okay, that started a lot of the stuff that was going on. And we made something that was more advanced than anything out there, which would use a thing called FSR. And that's our force sensing resistors. And what that means is, instead of regular triggers, you actually have to touch it to make it work. Does anybody use electronics here? Okay. Does anybody have problems with electronics? Anybody have a bass player, right? Pop, and off go your drums. Anybody work behind a singer who all of a sudden something goes off and you get a dirty look, right? That's because of conventional triggers. They work on vibration. This, on the other hand, works on pressure, okay? What makes this so good is it's a real professional piece. It's made for the studio, it's made for touring. And we got Nat here going to help us with this demo. First off, what you're going to hear here, a little tiny kit. You want to just okay? Acoustic heads, fully acoustic heads, not quiet. They're made to sound. They're made, we have them muted a little bit, so they're really good for the studio, okay? But as he plays, you just keep on playing here. After I do that, now watch this. Hit this. Hit the rim. Hit his hook. No cross triggering, right? Hit the top. Play the tom with your hand. Show them that. Okay. It's that sensitive, right? No crosstalk. And it works on pressure. And the reason why that's so important is you're going to get the most sensitive drum that you have ever played. And why it's important is in the studio, you can play, you want to just play, yeah, play. It's all right. Without miking your drums, because the actual head is the trigger. It sounds great, and there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to do a lot of adjustments with it. It's ready to go. Why don't you just play around? And there is no false triggering. There is, you see how sensitive it is, right? With everything that's going on. But you might have a situation where you don't want all the sound of the acoustic drum. So what we've done is we've made a thing called the on-heads. Uses the same technology. And they go right on top of the drums. And the reason these are good is it can replace an electronic pad kit. If you don't want electronic drums, you can still get the same dynamics, the same sensitivity, everything else that goes with that. Okay. And then in a pad that feels really good. And it's called a portable electronic drum service. It goes on anything. You can put it on a table, you can put it on your drum, and you see right now, just took all the volume out of the drum, but you see how you still get pitch? Okay, so for practicing, and you see we just bring in a little bit more drum. Just hear a little bit of the drum. As this, you're hearing the full, you're hearing muted drum set. And then when you need to add a little bit of spice, keep the student's interest, you can come up and change the sounds as needed. But the great thing about it is, check out this. See, it picks up every buzz stroke, it picks up everything. And you see, I got this down really low, so you can hear the real drum. Okay, what this stuff is great for is the in head, if you're tracking and you need to put down real acoustic tracks, and then what you want to do is you want to print MIDI or something to use, whatever your DAW, whatever. This is great because you don't have to go back and take out all those notes that weren't supposed to be there, because it won't pick them up. It will only pick up when it sees you actually play. So that's some really, really cool stuff that's going on with that. And that's called the on head. So we have the in head, with the inside the head, we have the on head that you can put on the head. And then, want to go over and just the pad, super pad? And then one thing we've done here is, for those of you who are teaching who aren't using electronics, or those of you who just want to play in your living room without electronics, we have a thing called Super Pad, which basically is like the on head. And this is something that Roy was working on. That's great because it feels really good. And you got to, I'll check this out. See, it'll give you relative pitch.
Instead of the old pads where they're even thicker, and I'll pull out like 2 o'clock in the morning in the garage, nobody can hear me. They feel great, no fatigue involved, feel great. That's all I can say.
And the neighbors aren't coming over to yell at you?
Say that again?
I was kidding. The neighbors too.
Hey, can you play the bass drum? Okay. Bass drum is an issue, but you see, for most practice, this is called, this is the EVD. And when it gets on the drum, it just goes on like that, it's ready to go. The pads, they just drop on, you don't have to do anything. The thing that's cool about this is you can turn this actually into a muffle in the studio that adds some, takes some of the resonance out of the drum as well, on the front. So what we have here is we have the Super Pad, just to reduce volume. It can be played anywhere. You have the on head that can go on drums, or it can be turned into, like you see right here, these are all on heads. You can turn it into a drum by itself. We just put it on a rim, we can put it on a drum, we can make anything in drum, okay? Then we also have these things, which are called rim shots. That can go on your rim. That's what we're doing over here. You should get the bell sound, But you see, on here, we turn this into a cowbell. We can put them on anything. Okay? And the nice thing about these are you can just put these on your rims or your drums. So if you just need to trigger one sound, you just need that hand clap, it's right there. It doesn't cost you up. It doesn't get in the way. You don't need any fancy mounting. It clips right on the drum. So those are called rim shots. Now, we really need the guys who are working with electronics to show this stuff off. We want to see what you're doing. The reason is, this is really advanced product made for the professional. And there's a lot of stuff out there with electronics that if you teach or you go into a guitar center and you see a drum set for $199, those aren't drums. You know, these are drums. Okay? We're drummers. They gotta respond like drums, and they gotta be used as tools. So these are all the tools. So the more that you guys are out there showing that these aren't toys anymore. These are the real deal. We could really use your help on that, and we want to promote you as well. So a couple other things. We're redoing our website. We're having places just for you, for new artist profiles, places so that maybe we're going to even have places where you can blog, some things that our fans can see what you guys are doing, become your fans if they don't already know you. And so you got to stay in touch with Chris. Chris will be sending out probably a new artist bio thing. If you want to update your bio, if there's things on there that you need, that's all going to be coming pretty soon. So, you know, keep working with us on this product, asking questions, bringing those ideas to us, and hey, like you said, it's a family. What other company has all the guys who are working here cook your food for the night? That's family.
So the KickPad here, does it come in a larger size for, say, so it comes in different sizes?
Yeah. 16 to 24.
Okay.
Your tom sizes 10 through 16. All your in-heads now are available in all tom and snare drum sizes. Okay. So I'm going to be here to answer more of your questions, but we want to get this picture because we want to remember this day. Okay. So that's what we're doing. So if anybody has any questions on any of this stuff, just come on up, talk to me, or give me a call, Chris a call. We want to help you guys out. Okay? Oh yeah, or Nat. Let's say thanks to Nat.
I want to ask a question to everybody here because I think it's important. I was playing on that kit in there on vintage heads. They're greatly improved from what they used to be. Which ones are on that kit?
Well, okay, that's the other thing if you want to try it. Remember, we started with modern vintage, which were a single ply head, 710. In there, that's a deep vintage, that's a 210 mil. So that was what Roy is saying is more along the lines of the calf approach that he wanted.
On these other
On that one, yeah. And so just to let you know, again, the vintage heads really are made so that they tune up great first time out. And the new ones are 2.7 mil, 2.10 mil. Okay? So, Alex?